Okay, so I'm Shweta. So JP Nagar second phase, we have a group called Women of Wisdom. We call ourselves WOW. It's all women-driven group. So we started working on this because we started seeing people not segregating their waste and all were kept in a plastic cover. And sometimes if the waste picker used to not come, used to be on the road where the cats and dogs used to pull, and the whole of the street would be like you could see, you could see pad, you could see milk cover, you could see like tomatoes, so different kinds of things on the street. So then we thought we should do something. We should do something about and she's my team member Anita. Okay, so we started going house to house. So we are 18 of us in a group, and when we started the group, most of them, only 2 or 3 were working. But today we are very happy to say all of them are working now, right? So they started coming. To pull this women out of the house was a task for us. Only 4, 5 of us started this. Then we had to pull who were homemakers, that 1 or 2 hours a day you can spend for the street, talking to people, creating awareness. And first you have to adopt that, to segregate your waste at home. And first thing we did was we said let's segregate our waste. So what is wet waste, what is dry waste, what is reject waste? They didn't know the third part of the waste. They knew wet and dry. So nobody were aware of reject. So reject is to go either in wet or in dry. So that reject waste is basically what you cannot recycle, reuse, right? Your wet waste can be composted, right? Your dry waste can be recycled, reused. But reject waste is something, your pads, your biomedical waste, we cannot recycle or reuse them. Can we? No, we cannot. Right? We don't have a solution till today for that one. So it is always better to reduce the reject waste. So we ask people to reduce it. For example, you use pad, use diaper. Okay, switch to cloth pad, switch to menstrual cup. And for the kids, you start using cloth, which we're using in our grandma's age. So you can wash it and reuse it again. So reducing is a solution for the reject waste, right? So we started talking to people. Reject waste is still a challenge because even they know, because usually most of the time reject waste is found in dry waste. So the syringes, the medicine thing, it goes to dry waste. So we started talking about that. So now they are doing 3 different kind of waste. They are segregating. So now segregation is 100% in our street. So when we started it was 40%, and today it is 100%. And we have to also regularly monitor, because few of the houses are there are tenants who keep changing. Right? So when they come, the owners usually don't orient them. So if we miss out orient them, again you can see in our compost when the waste is, you see the sachets, the milk cover cup, the brew sachet, or coffee sachets and all. Because even the cutting of the cover, we had told them not to chop it fully, because you have small pieces, they'll put it to the wet waste. The bigger one they put it to the dry waste. Ideally, it has to go to dry waste. So these things were spoken to each house. We started speaking, and initially not all of them agreed. So few were reluctant. They said, no, we will not touch. We will not put. We will not segregate. Why I have to do? When they are doing, why I have to do? So then we had to talk to them. Then that's when we started understanding how we have to work where, what is our ward number, who is our health inspector, who collects our dry waste, right? And
so they were for the
they were the Hasrudala used to help us for dry waste. Then we got in touch with them, so they also helped us to understand basically how it works. So we didn't have an idea about there should be a dry waste center in a ward. We didn't know that when we started. Then we realized we should have a dry waste center. Unfortunately for our ward, there was no dry waste center at that time. Okay, they used to dump in one place and they used to segregate and send. Then we started requesting the MLA and all that we need. Even they, along with us, we both together, we started asking a dry waste center for our ward. So it took 3 years to get a place. Okay, prior to that, there was one big black spot where you can see the tempo is standing. Yeah, parking. So that was a big black spot where we cleansed it. And that space we gave them temporary. They used it as a dry waste, where they can sit and segregate. But how long? Because these residents are not started opposing, because whatever you do for the air or something, it used to fly, and milk covers and will start smelling. So they all started to fight. They said for us and all, no, you put it in front of your house. Why you? So we had a very tough, even they had an issue. And he was the one when we started, Krishna was with us. So he used to come with us, no, we have went street to street, street to street, street. We started with the street and we then extended to our block. Block. Then after block, we went other block, other block, other block. Then we tried to cover up the whole ward. We did a WhatsApp group for each block. So one block, will have some 850 houses. That is called one block. So the ward has 17 blocks. Our ward has 17 blocks. So one block has like 850 to 900 houses. So we started targeting the blocks. So if each block is taken care, it's easy to work. But still now we have 17 blocks WhatsApp group, but still we don't have, we have from 1 to 9, we have good volunteers in each group. But when we compare from 9 to 17, because it is very far for us to travel every day. So those blocks still we don't have good volunteers who can voice out and raise awareness. One or two, but we are still not given up. We are trying to get. If today I meet him somewhere, then she talks about her ward that nobody is helping at 10 block. Then we say, come, we join the WhatsApp group, we'll work together. So that's how we are pulling people. We had seen a lot of changes. Even the wet waste segregation dry waste was happening very good. Once COVID came, like all the dry waste started coming back because lot of parcels, right? Lot of things, and it started being like too much for them also to handle. Then we had to do that, we immediately asked, we need a space. Then they got a space. I think we have a dry waste center now. So proper dry waste center, which is handled by Kumuda. So she is in charge of the dry waste center, who has 15 people under her, and they work. So
that's part of Hasudala.
that is part of Hasudala. That is part of Hasudala. Whatever wet waste is part of DGMP. So this is how we started trying to understand from the ground root level who is our health inspector, who is our supervisor, who is in charge of our dry waste, who is in charge of sweeping the street, who is in charge of collecting the waste. So all these things we understood, and when the segregation level was fine for us, then we thought we have to go for the next level. So so sorry. So we don't work only on the waste thing, we work on civic issues like tree trimming. There is an electric problem, there is a water issue. So we have a street group where people post that there is no power, what time it's going to come. There is a tree which has to be trimmed. There is no water supply. Even the rat die, there's a rat died. What can we do? So this level things are there. But yes, we do.
By street, is it?
No,
Or block
for
by
this street we have street. This street we have a group. Next street we have a group, and the T junction we have. This is street wise we have, because we are very nearby. We can attend each house problem. But block wise we have not done it street by street. It is a block. Complete block we have taken. So every street 2 people we have taken. So suppose from this street we take 2 volunteers. Next street we take 2 volunteers in a group. So the 2 volunteers should identify the problem of the street and they should post it. Because we can't accommodate all the 10 this will blast, right? So it is like that. And health inspector is very cooperative. Our AWE is very cooperative. Elected representatives are also cooperative. But still there is a gap between everything, because it has to go hand in hand. Lack of resources, if there is absenteeism, if there is a vehicle problem, if there is a strike or something, there is a problem still existing. But in our street, whatever it is, our waste will be collected. So then we started, next step is composting. So let's not take our wet waste out of the street. Let's keep it in our street. So that's when we started composting. Then these 2 bins were sponsored by Hasudala. So this is the first thing. We started, first thing was leaf composter to the other end. The corner, the first one we started only with the leaf composter that was given by our MLA.
Is that leaf compost?
Yeah, leaf composter. So we started with leaf composter of the street. Then we came for the wet waste. Then we also started doing for a few times the big one for the flower composting. But we didn't get enough flowers. Only the street flower is not enough. So we approached few temples, but they were not very cooperative. So that's why we put the leaf only there, and that is also used for the same thing. Because we need for composting greens and browns, for the browns we use that one. So we started with 2 composting, and this who picks our wet waste was trained on it. So he'll collect and he'll come and he'll put it along with the layering. So he is trained on it, how he has to layer it and how he has to take care. And after it is filled, we close it for 30 days. Okay, then after this we take it out and put in the curing tank. There is a curing tank, because the moisture will be still there. One disadvantage what we have is we don't have too much of sunlight here. There's a shade, right? Because of this will be little delayed. Okay, if there's proper sunlight, then the process is faster. But because of that, what we do now, we take from here and we put it there, and we leave it again 20 days there, so that moisture thing is gone. Because then it's open, there's a grill on it. No, you can have a look. It is just no. Yesterday we have harvested, that's what we have filled all the compost. So here we put it. You can see, it is still little moist if you can feel, right? So, see, this is what happens if you don't monitor. See, these things are still challenging for us. Yes. And what happens even the hands change. Suppose the person who is in charge is absent, he's not come for 2-3 days. The other person will come. That person will not have patience to do what other person will do, because the usual person who attends this, he knows that if he doesn't do there properly, he'll have a work here. Right. So the second person who's an alternate person, what he does, he has to just put and he has to leave. So this challenge today also we are facing. So that issue is still there.
How do you transport it from there?
They have a sheet. They put it over here, tarpaul. They open this one. They take everything out from here. Then from the bucket they put everything to that. It's manual. Everything is manual here. So it is like that. And now we have got 2 more. It's been sponsored by Sahas NGO through Daily Dump. So these 2 are for the other street. We took up the other street also now. So this 2 is used for.
Organization called Daily Dump.
So they are the fabricator. So this is sponsored by Hasrudala, but fabricated by other person. So same way it is sponsored by Sahas NGO, fabricated by Daily Dump, like that. So they have the product, so like that. They buy and give it to us. It is like that. So this 2 we have taken up the other street now. So but now that is a challenge for us. But how our street people segregate, they don't segregate like that. So still there is a challenge.
So both of you live on this street.
Yeah, she is on this street. But here, this 2 we have stopped taking care of it because he's doing from here, so he handles by himself. But this one we keep checking because of a new one. So again from 1 week he is on off. So we are pushing other people to do it. So yesterday other person have done it. So now what we have learnt is depending on one person is not correct. Right? So we have thought we need to train more and more people, and going forward we're thinking to train these ladies also. So because other thing is
So they work for BBMC.
they sweep. They work for BBMP. They don't collect wet waste. They sweep. So there is in BBMP again, Paura Karmikas are only to sweep the street. Okay, they don't collect wet waste from the houses. So there is again wet waste collectors who are been on contract basis. Okay, they're not directly paid by BBMP. So they are a different set of people.
But then who has to pay for them? The household.
See, it is like I contract you. Okay, you pick up wet waste. I pay you, and I give the bill to the BBMP. I have to get the invoice. So they will not directly pay them. But PK is directly paid.
So what do you all use the compost for?
We sell it. We sell it because to maintain this we need money. Right? Initially we have spent lot of money. See, we had kept lot of things. We had put pots. We have kept big pots here. Okay, everything is stolen. People start stealing. Okay, then we got this done so that people don't But in spite of that, they take broom, they take bucket, they take everything. Everything, even if for 10 rupees, they just take it. So now we are thinking we have to uplift this one. So, but it's a challenge because what happens here, all these days this house was vacant and nobody comes out too much here. So night time or evening time, this is people movement is less. So that is the time, or in the early morning these activities goes on here. And it's a challenge, but in spite of challenge we didn't stop it because this will be there. We have to learn from that how we overcome this one. And we sell it, and this money is
sell
used
it
to.
where in?
These people only will buy. And street people will buy, and we have regular customers who have taken our compost, and they they are happy about our thing because we don't use any chemical for this. It's chemical free, right? And the whatever the yield is there, whether it is a fruit or a flower, that bearing will come fast. So initially we didn't know. We used to even put paper. They used to give the paper lining when you put dry wet waste. That used to go. And when we did the quality test of our compost, then we got there is a lead content in the thing. Then now after that we told people not to give the paper lining. Either you can use only brown cover or direct. So no lining. So if they keep it in plastic cover, the wet waste is not collected. No, we don't collect. We say no, we will not collect. And if they say that my wet waste is not collected, then we say click a picture and send us. So in the picture, if you see a plastic lining, then say the mistake is yours, it's been not collected. And he is Mr. Harish Panili. So he is our the Paura Karmika supervisor, and they are very helpful. These people help us a lot. Without them, we can't do anything. So it is mutual. It is always mutual. See, if the resident thinks we can do everything, no. If the BBMP thinks we can do everything, no, not possible. Even NGO thinks we can do everything, no, it's not possible. It is always a collective, holistic approach which works. Okay, only if we stand, it's a failure model. Only if they stand, it's a failure model. Only if they stand, it's a failure model. If the model has to click and work, it basically has to be a collaborative approach only. So we have to be like, no, we have to know him. Who is he? And he knows in and out. If we want her to clean here or something, he has to direct her. So I can't go her to directly, right? So I have to inform him and he will inform her. So in that way, like no, our BBMP team is very supportive. Even our health inspector, everything, they are supportive. But here and there will be some other like no drawbacks like no absenteeism. You know, that's the main thing for us which is affecting. They don't come regularly. If you don't feed this 2 to 3 days, the quality of this will get spoiled. No? The feeding should be regular. If the feeding is not regular, if it is irregular, the compost quality will be not good. I mean, even the harvesting is a challenging. See, when we take it the first time, the weighing thing will be like, no, I'll be having some 15-20 kgs will be there. If you don't harvest on time, it will start decreasing. Then it is a loss for us. So I can't pay them. We can't pay them, right? So because if we sell that only, we'll be able to pay her for like no sweeping. Without paying now, nobody will come and do anything.
But she should be paid directly by BBMP, right?
No. That we have told you help us, we'll pay. That's how. There's nothing understanding between BBMP has to pay. If the BBMP takes over, whoever is composting, if they can support, it will be helpful for all the like no association or the residents to do it more. See what happens ideally when we start, when people start finding you have to invest more on it, then first month, first year, second year they'll do. Third year they'll see why I have to spend so much on it. Let me drop it. This is why it fails. Right? So for everything, when there is an association or the residents who wants to do it, if they are coming forward, BBMP should support in every way.
So, are you volunteers or are you guys paid?
No, we are volunteers.
They live in these
We
houses.
live in this. We are not there.
And then with these, you said Hasira Gala provided
They sponsored.
Was it free or did you have to pay?
No, it's sponsored.
Oh,
No
okay.
payment. It's free. They have given us free. So we had an intention to do composting. We were willing, but if this was not provided, how could we do it?
Yeah.
And to be very frank, we have approached BBMP 5 times after we got that 5 more bins we wanted. Till now we have not even got one.
Oh, wow.
So most of the time NGOs like the Hasridala, Sahas, they are the one who provide. Even Hasridala has provided different so many places. So there are so many associations who are willing to do. The only thing is BBMP should support such thoughts and initiatives. When you come forward and see this cost, ಎಷ್ಟು
1 lakh change ಅಷ್ಟೇ.
for
1 lakh.
100,000.
one car.
ಒಂದಕ್ಕೆ ಅಷ್ಟು ಐಡಿಯಾ ಅಲ್ಲ, ಅದು ಲ್ಯಾಕ್ಸ್
See, when we bought it was like some 70,000, 70,000 from both, and they had given 1 year cocoa pit also. But today it is very costly. For one bin only it is costing 1 lakh is saying. Will you pay? Will I pay? Can we afford?
Yeah.
See, if we can afford, if I'm wealthy, rich enough, I have money, I can do it. I'm not. I'm a middle class family person. I can't afford for this. But I want to do. Who will support? So this is where we request BBM to come forward and if you can sponsor bins, because they will have some fund, right? So if they don't do that, it is a problem.
What about the local MLA or whoever? Can they
See,
put
that's what
pressure
our
on
local
the...
MLA has sponsored one leaf composter.
60,000.
So one is 60,000. So that time we had got 70,000, two we had got 78,000. Now one is 60,000. And cocoa pit they will not give. Cocoa pit is also expensive. What we have to use for the layering. I hope you all know how to compost, right? So it is layer by you put green. So we put browns is we put leaf, the dry leaves.
1 kg 10 rupees cocoa.
Wow.
And so then we put our wet waste. Then if you put 1 bucket of wet waste, you will put 1 bucket of cocoa pit. It is 1:1 ratio. Okay, you have to keep layering it and you have to keep also churning it because it should be air should circulate. So that's how it becomes. If you just keep layering it and if you don't circulate, that will not happen because it has to get mixed. Aeration should happen, right? So that is very important.
So cocoa pit is they sell it as a
Yeah,
thing
they sell
for-
it as a brick.
see.
So you have to bring it, you have to like put it in a water, powder it and keep it, and you have to mix it with this.
So it's coir and
It is a
mixed
coir.
in with only coir.
Only
I
coir,
see.
coconut coir, and if you put like no, the microbes also into it. So if there is microbial cocoa pit, the process is faster. If you don't put microbes into it, it's slower.
That's why we use the beer mash.
That's how it is. So we are very happy doing this, but we need more and more people to support this and BBMP to support this, and we have a very good supporting staff. Luckily, if we don't have a supporting staff, the association who are doing is very tough for them. With their support also, sometimes we don't get on time, we don't get resources. We keep calling it, come today, come today, come today. So we pester them a lot. So at least they think, if you don't go, she will not live and they will.
So that requires your
Yeah. So follow-up is required so much. So I will be following it up or she will be following it up. So now we are known face in this thing. So we are very now welcomed by all the PKs and like wet waste collectors. We know each person who drives for which block. So we have a WhatsApp group with them also. So we go to their meetings. So we ask and we do also like sometimes like they are like some help. They need whatever is possible from our giving books, giving toys, giving clothes, sometimes money, sponsoring for education or something. We also try to do that. So it is like give and take.
So do the PKs are designated for the neighborhood and they don't change, is it?
No, they don't change. If they change also, he is in charge, he will inform. So if I say no, if something is not done, if I call up and say, Harish, our street is not clean today, what happened? And then he'll say, no, she's gone for off, I'm sending the other person, so they'll do it. It is like that. And even not only this street, any other street, if something is there, they post in the groups. They say, my wet waste is not collected, there is a dump, it is not clear. So in that group, health inspector is there, our group people are there, residents will be there, then Harish will be there, who is a supervisor, and even the dry waste people will be there in that group, so that everything is taken care, everybody are on the same page, and we inform in the group, Krishna is there in the group, I say, Krishna, dry waste is not collected today, what happened? Then he'll say, noted, I'll get it clear today or tomorrow. So that's how the communication goes. So we are being like a voice of the people, trying to bridge between the BBMP and the residents.
And it's largely women, is it?
Yeah,
In
it's
this-
largely women. Yeah, all women.
Wow.
And yes, we have an advisor committee, like all of men, so who supports us from the behind. So, like my husband, another husband, there are 5 people. We have a committee. So when we have a meeting, like 3 months once we have a meeting, so we do share our plans and things with them. So then they give their feedback, how we should work, and like now technology is too thing where technology we are little behind. Like we sometimes depend on our kids also. So they are very equipped with that. So like that, and we only we have our monthly subscription which we pay, and in that money only we do whatever is possible. So we don't have large funding and all. So that's when we depend upon like Hasbudallah, Sahas and all. So they support us.
So each household has to pay a small subscription? No.
Only 18 of us who are members of this only will pay, not each one. We don't take from them.
How do you become a member of your group?
You have to just take a registration form from us. You have to fill, give your identity, ID proof, and you just join the group. That's it. We'll add you into the group, and you have to come and attend our meetings. And we also have some cultural celebrations on the street and all. So it's a platform to make people understand community together. Taking care of our community makes a difference. So if you just call people to hear a lecture about this, since you are interested, you are listening to me. But if I call some person doesn't make him stand, he won't stand for even 5 minutes, right? To talk to them, what we thought is the festival celebration on street. So we do major 3 festivals on street. One is Ganesha festival we do, and we have something called Sankranti. That's a harvesting festival in the month of Jan that we do on the street, and we have Dasara, Navaratri. So one day we do like dancing and all on the street. So that the time we utilize to talk about these things. No, we don't use plastics. We say for gifting or something, don't use plastic. For celebration, don't use plastic. Right? We don't use balloons for celebrations. We don't use any single-use decorations for celebrations. So this is how we decorate. She is a very good decorator. She does everything in hand, with the coconut
The
tea
leaves.
and all. She does Janurat. So she and one more friend, both the members are very creative. So whatever is decoration, they will take over. Whatever is talking, I will take over. No, it is like that. So we have divided. So whoever is possible free and good in that stuff, we have dedicated to that thing like that.
So who lives in this colony mostly?
Like
like who, your fellow residents,
Yes.
are they mostly all middle class or what is
It's all
the?
middle class. This area is only this. If you just go to Dollars Colony, that side it is little higher end. So they had some company called Bioman, where they had rented, they used to come and take care of their, if I own a house, I want to compost, but I have given it to him, he'll come and he'll take care of everything.
I see. But that's expensive.
That's expensive.
That's
We can't afford for that. We go
Right.
for community.
Yeah,
Lane composter. See, if I say each person to compost at home, they will not do. They don't want to. They say I will segregate, but I will not do. I don't want to put my hand into waste. This is still there. This mentality is still there. So we thought, okay, lane composting is the best. At least we can get it and get it done. So at least they're segregating. That is enough for us. That's what. Because in the future, maybe 15, 20 years later, I don't think there will be place to put waste. If they collect also, where they'll put? Each one has to compost, or you have to have community composting, or the ward should have from the BBMP, they should have a biogas unit. That is the solution. That's it.
Because this is owned by.
This is actually, this is called Raja Kalve. This is like stormwater drain, right? This is, so it's a buffer zone. Okay, it is not owned by anyone. So, and they don't build house also, it is restricted. So this also we had to take permission. We told them it was a dump yard here, it was lying these old people were there. They were just having few plants and they were watering, but nothing was taken care. So then we requested them and we said we'll do something here, and then we started.
Remember when we came, we went to Putanhalli Lake, those Raja Kalves are these ones that feed into the lake.
See, Bangalore has Raja Kalve throughout. Okay, and this Jayanagar area has the biggest Raja Kalve. It starts from Jayanagar and ends near end of the JP Nagar. So what we had suggested BBMP, wherever you have Raja Kalve, instead of now opposite also it is their space. They have used for parking, or they dump unwanted things of their houses. Okay, or some commercial people will come and park there. Right? These areas can be utilized to do something like this. Right? So that's what we can. But there are also few residents in the area who don't think. They think we have acquired it. We don't get any money out of it, right? They think we earn out of it. We don't earn anything out of it. Whatever we get, so one is the person who handles this, we have to pay him. One is other lady, we have to pay her. And the two people we come for harvesting, we have to pay them. So whatever we get, in spite of that, on top of that, we shell out a group money on that also, and then we give it to them. That is why they'll do. Otherwise, they will not do. And sometimes months together, we won't be able to pay them because harvesting is not done. We have not given. But monthly, what we give, because of that, they are supportive. So we don't have to pay him anything, but he is still supportive. He comes and does it. It is like that. So these are the things where BBMP gives some incentives to these people to do. They will do. Right? Everything if you do free. So suppose now Harish and other 3, 4, 5 people are working. Pay them some incentive because they are spending extra time apart from your daily routine. They will give them monthly 500 or 1,000. You pay them, they will do it. But BBMP is not ready to pay. So what the BBMP has to do, certain changes they have to do. They have to identify people hospitals, sahas, who are really helping the residents. Give some highlight to them, or you tie up with them. Get different association sponsored by them, something like that. If you think, if you only think about segregation, think about segregation. That's how it will.
How many such citizens initiatives are there, you think, in the city?
In Bangalore, many. You go every area there are. It is only because of such organization and associations, things are still okay. If all of us just leave and sit quiet, definitely it is going to be very worst. That's what I'm trying to tell. See, it is not only BBMP or elected representative or the organization. It should be a collaborative thing. Collective effort only will work. Wherever there are no association in such areas, you see, nothing will be there. You will be seeing only mixed waste going into the landfill. Wherever there are association, because they drive people, they fight with people, at least not the full area, at least half area they'll take care. Because even we are humans, right? So this is how it has to work. More and more voices out, more and more people taking responsibility, it works.
How did you come up with the name Women of Wisdom?
Okay. So we all met in a hotel. We all thought we'll all talk and discuss, and we had thought we'll keep a name for our group. So one of our team member called Mamta, she had written 8 to 9 names. Okay, so she had come up in that. This was one of the name. We all like this name. I said we'll go for Women of Wisdom because it's called Wow and Women of Wisdom. So women are wow always.
Who created the logo?
We group people like no, we thought we have to come up because this hands represents we all of us together, have come together to make a difference to the community.
And you have this
Yeah, we
joint.
had painted all these things. So wow, and all we had lot of things done. So most of the things are taken away. We had beautifully, we had put the banner here. We had used some green, the bottles and all green. We had done here. We had done so many things. But after COVID, there was when people were not coming. So to manage, we had little tough time after COVID. Again to set it back. So it took time. So now we want to change couple of things where we want to put little boards about awareness. So we want to do like toy bank, cloth bank, book bank. So where people, we don't want to just throw it away. We take it and reuse it and give it to people. So we don't have an office space. We do it everything in individual houses. So we have registered trust, but we don't have a professional official office space. So her house is also office, my house is also office. So all the things is kept in each houses. So when we have to do something, everything will come out from each house, and that's how we are working.
So WOW is a registered trust.
Yeah, it's a registered.
Does that allow you to get any money from?
Yeah, but we have to do some ATG or ATC. It's only when we still don't have that. So it is only through my husband, her husband, or friend's friend, known thing, they sponsor. To get fund from other thing, we have to have a proper certificate which we have applied now. So once we get that, we'll start approaching. Because fund is very important. Without fund, it is very tough to do anything.
So it sounds like you intentionally did not want to take a fee from each household.
No, we don't want to. When money is involved,
People will say no.
people will talk 101 things, even if you do it rightly. Right? So we don't want to take money from any people. Whenever we do celebration also, we don't take money from anyone. We tell them, please come. It is like a few people, they want, if it is a celebration of God, they want to give, they come and give. Then we accept it. We don't ask anyone to, you have to give it, you have to give it. So within our limits, whatever we can do, we are doing it.
What do you also collect e-waste in your own household?
Dry waste people collect e-waste for us.
I see. Okay.
So it is given to them only. So wherever dry waste center is not there, there's separate e-waste collection, all those things will do. That we don't do. Since we have a good dry waste center, and our Kumura, she does a very good work. That team is very good. Dry waste is not a problem, but we have some slums and all inside, where the vehicle doesn't enter. So there we still have a problem of collection. So that problems and all we discuss with them. We tell the driver to hold on for some 10 minutes, 15 minutes, wait there. Because it's, the flows are no high, they have to come from there. By the time they come, if they move off, they'll throw and throw. And they say they're getting right, we throw it. So that's discussion we'll have. We'll ask why you're not giving, why you're throwing. When they give that answer, then we'll tell, okay, what is the solution we can do. Then we talk to them and say, you wait there. This street, they have a complaint, you need to wait, stand there, listen, call, shout.
So these are mostly people who own the houses here.
Most of them are.
So the renters are. So and they mostly.
Tenants are also there with the owners. Suppose she's a owner, the upper one is owner, the down one is tenant. So now we are telling in the group, owners should take up a responsibility whenever the tenants are changed. Inform us, we'll remove the old one, new one should be introduced, and you should tell them what is that we are following here. So dry waste collection we have twice a week here, that is Tuesday and Friday. Wet waste we have daily. So when the newcomers come, we'll tell, keep your dry waste only 2 days a week. Don't bring it out of the house any other day. Most of earlier what they used to do, wet and dry, they used to keep out. Every day the dry waste used to be out. There is not required. Then we start telling people only Tuesday and Friday the dry waste should come out of the house. It should be within your compound. It should not be on the street. And now we say diapers or pads, we tell them to wrap it and dispose. Before they used to just put it like that. Now we say wash, squeeze, wrap it. Try to put a red mark, but most of them don't put. At least they wrap it and keep it in a reject list. So then they understand, they put it into a reject bag.
So this you said it isn't closed until it's comes
No,
to
we
a-
just opened for you guys by coming in.
Otherwise it's closed.
Otherwise
only,
it is
right?
closed only. But when those people put, sometimes they open and go and they come back and close it because
Yes, there is.
otherwise it's not kept open.
Yeah, because otherwise rats and cockroaches.
And it's very next to drain, so it's very like a welcoming to open mana.